think we're early. I think. Can you hear me? Can you see me? What's up, Juan? What's up, Gary? What's up, Strat CPO? What's up, Dave? What's up, 3 or 30? Tony. What's up, Michael? Jazz? Vimps? Ben Coom, the Coomster. What's up, Carl? What's up, John? What's up, Jim? What's up, Jimmy? What's up, Suit? Music Man? Nelson? Ronnie? Yeti? Motzi? Ron Paget? I think I saw Vin go by real fast. Tone Lives is here. Rev Gary's here. Kevin's here. Fast Eddie's here. Alex is here. Michael's here. Jay Shaft's here. Tony Lopez, Becca Omega, Mike. Yes, Neiman. Ace Les Paul, BP Bass, Tonosaurus, Jay Jennings, Surf, B, James, Guitar Shack, T-Bar, Mike Jones, Dr. Buzz. Of course, Wendell's here. Ronnie. Frank C. Tony, John, Leo. Tactical, what's up, buddy? Calling all guitarists. And of course, we can't forget Rockin' Ron. Rockin' Ron. What's up, Countdown Customs? You know what? I swear to God, Terry, I forget about this guitar. It mainly acts as a jump for my cats. It's up on top of like a base so it doesn't hit the floor. In the case, but the case is very heavy and it's sort of leaning against the amps. And so the cats use it to jump up to the window. It's basically a window stepping stone for my cats. And so I forget about it, you know, because it's sort of blends in. Torlon tonight? Yeah, we'll check out the Torlon. I'm using my Dawman, though. I do like my Dawman, I gotta say. Although Dawman is, he's temporarily suspended because he's out of Belarus, and, you know, they can't really ship anything in and out of there right now. I don't even think he can do transactions anymore, so he's a little suspended right now. And hopefully he'll be back soon. What's up, Browns fan? What's up, Transmission? In Scotland. What's up, Steve? Yeah, I agree. You know what, Mike? I tell you one thing about PRS. They're freaking precise, man. They really are. I just feel like it's a precision-made instrument. It really is. It's an expensive cat toy, exactly. And I just think that they're very intonated. They're really in tune. You know, whatever that little microscopic last step that needs to be taken to make the guitar like really in tune. They seem to, I don't know, just, it's a very balanced string tone, very balanced. Plus, it's got this like wicked sick ass top. Let's face it, 99% of the time we buy a guitar because we like the way it looks. And if it looks good enough, we'll tolerate a crappy sound. The Crema Beretta is doing good. In fact, it's right next to me. Hey, what's up, Christian? What's up, Jay? One fret makes all the difference. Hey, Chad Boston. Thank you, buddy. Down a few for you. You know what? That reminds me. I don't think I've really done much with my coffee yet. It is a freshie. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good coffee. Riffs, beards, and gear, but I am not liking PRF's pickups. What, bro? What? How dare you? Paul thought long and hard and then hired an engineer. But you got to admit, they look pretty cool. With those, you see, that's the Wendy's of pickup right there. They looked around, they saw everyone else was round, and they went square. It made all the difference. No wasted space. Actually, this is on single coil. There's the double coil. Too vintage sounding for you? It's a stop messing around. You know what I want. I'm trying to think of my most vintage song. A little something from the were they called Spinal Tap at that point, or were they like the Tinsman or something? Oh my God, that is good coffee. Oh, maybe you. Oh, you don't have to come right and do everything now. Give me some more. That's got to be like the best, worst solo ever on that song. Now they're a little vintagey, but you know, I embrace the vintage. I have enough metal machines. With your EMGs and your live wires. What you're all Invader this and Pegasus that. You're all bare knuckle here and bare knuckle there. Bare knuckles everywhere. Oh, I got a haircut. That'll make you look thinner. Trust me, I didn't. It was my birthday this week. You do not lose weight the week of your birthday. I know we're very vintage. Yeah, a little chimey, but that's a good thing. I don't mind the chime. What kind of coffee am I drinking? That's Starbucks French roast. I'm going back to single coil, although it's a weird single coil with this guitar. I actually did have Seymour Duncan Invader in my Kramer, I think. Yeah, that's the Torlon that showed up this week. Let's go to Pick Cam. Look at that thing. That material right here, just the material cost is like 50 euros, 60 euros. That's the Mega. That's probably like closer to like 60 euros. Just for the slab of plastic, let alone the like 3 hours it takes him to make it. It's yes, yeah, that'd be out of focus. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's like the world's hardest plastic. Not hardest, like one of the longest lasting. Exactly, take that a charging rhino. People are like, you lose it. And I was like, I'm going to lose it? This is a Richie Rich comic book from like the late 70s. Just to put things in perspective. Maybe you'd lose it, bro. But some people, they don't lose things like that. Important things like Richie Rich comic books. Yeah, this thing is so killer. Let's go to, I kind of got them lined up here. Let's go to Pick Cam. I better I'm going to try and put the camera, you know what? I'm going to zoom in, I'm going to change the focus. Because if I hold the cam, there's no steady cam in these webcams. And so if I hold it up in the air, it's like, it's sort of like, Shake's cam. Like Shake's the drunk cam. Like, I'm, hold on. It's really annoying how they do this. But I can get it, and you're going to go. And then the next thing you know, it's just going to be in focus. And there you go. And then all of a sudden you're in focus. All right. I'm going to move these other ones out of the way. But, hold on. There we go. Get that up there. And then we go down. What you have here is that's the aluminum and resin. So I have a new order coming in. And I bought out one of each of the remaining of this, because I remember the red one they had of this this style. Remember the red one? It's sold out, and that material comes from Russia, and so he's not getting anything out of Russia for a while, and so there's no more. And so I immediately bought one of each of the remaining hexagon stuff because I really like that material, and I wanted it. So I think that's the Kaysen one, right? That's the material that they would make like hair brushes out of in like the late 1800s. Right, it was like a tortoise shell replacement, I think. That's just cast acrylic. I forget what that is, but it's not cast acrylic. It's a weird material. Oh, you know what that could be? That could be fiberglass. That could be a super mega pressed fiberglass. There's the Torlon. Now you're into the big boys. You could play the shit out of that pick for the rest of your life, and it would laugh at you. It would laugh at you. It would say, is that all you got, bro? You can't even pick, bro. Do you even pick, bro? All the mega chugs in the world. And it would just shrug it off. These are cast acrylic. Cast acrylic. Those are different acrylics. And those, of course, now we're getting into the big boys, the big acrylics. And then some of them, like this one here, if you notice, the material will actually strip the oxidation off your string. It literally cleans the strings as you use it. No, seriously, it will. It literally scrapes the oxidation off your string. It's plastic, so it doesn't harm the string. It just it cleans the grime off of it. Then of course we have the I think that's Mercata, right? Hakuna Mercata. Do I have all of them right here? Yeah. And we have a few more. Bring them down. A couple more. These are just acrylic. That is Erdolite. And I forget that material. I forget if it's a cast acrylic or not, but it's pretty cool. Oh, welcome. Welcome, Boris. And there you go. Speaking of that, guys, I think I'm going to have a member live stream this week. All right. And then we're going to fill that, cancel that. And then this should be back in, yeah. That's back in. And we're back. Welcome, Boris. So, the Torlon came out of nowhere. Oh, thanks, Synapse. The Torlon, you know what? In my spam mail, I got a thing saying that, like, Patrick Hoofschmidt had sent me something. And I was completely skeptical. I was like, uh-huh. My original thought was like, oh, no. Like, now people are, like, trying to, like, scam off of this dude. He's like a one-man operation, right? So I was like, oh, that sucks. You know, this is one more thing the dude has to deal with, you know? But then I looked it up, and it was, like, legit. It was, like, showing up in, like, the actual United States Postal Service. And it was, like, wending its way through the Postal Service. And so I kept an eye on it, and that was the Torlon. You know, the other one, he told me he had sent it, and he sent me the shipping, but this one, it just showed up in my spam mail. And it was the greatest spam mail ever. So, I got that, and then I went on the other day, and I actually, took a little bit of the birthday money, and bought another like 250 euro worth of picks. So it's about a half dozen picks, and including one like real showpiece. I can't wait to get it. It is it's the thickest pick so far, and it's a bit of a showstopper. It's kind of nice. So I got a bunch, in addition to the hex. I got the remaining styles of hex, and then we'll let the other ones be a surprise. How about that? Should be here in about a week, maybe 10 days. He's in Switzerland. Just bought a Kramer Pacer. What pickups would you recommend? I think Duncan is always one that has been paired with Kramer, like part of the sound, at least starting around 85 or so, 86, about halfway through their run. They moved off the Schaller and moved to Duncan's pretty much completely. So, I'd go with, and in fact, it was, I think, the Duncan JB Jazz combo, I think, was the combo. It could have been a JB 59, but I don't think so. It was the JB Jazz. That's always a good combo. That's what I put in my vintage 83 Kramer, because I felt it was period correct, mostly. That's an 83. They weren't really, about 2 years later they were all in on Duncan, but at the time when that one came with the Schaller, which isn't as good. The Duncans sound better. In fact, I remember going through an epiphany at the time, saying like, "Oh my God, now whenever you buy a guitar, that's only like the starting point, and then you're always going to have to buy your like really nice aftermarket pickups." Right, and then all of a sudden, Duncans, they were just in them. The Bruins are playing well, and you know what? The Celtics are playing pretty good too. There we go. I've only been going about 20 minutes. So the majority of the time is left. Although, if you really are in Germany, it's late for you. Yeah, it's really snowing out there right now. It's like we had rain blow through early. Oh, in fact, I should mention that. So you ever have like one of those things that is just like weighing on you, but it's kind of a bitch to get it done, and you're like, oh my God, I don't want to have to do this. But you got to do it. It has to get done. No one else is doing it but you. So get your ass in gear, because it's got to get done. And that's exactly what happened this week. I guess it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Maybe it was a month ago. We had a couple of storms in a row that were really windy. I happened to look down in the ground on the side of the house below the bird feeder. And there was like another, downspout. And we have a downspout that goes down and like out to the fence and then along the fence to get the water away from the house as far as possible. That's been part of my basement drying strategy. Have the water shed out far away from the house instead of right next to it. And, I think that works for the most part until it's really crazy, and then there's nothing you can do other than pump it out. But I think that's a pretty good strategy for forestalling it or minimizing it. And I looked out, and there's like 2 of them out there. And I'm like, what's this? And it was from up on the second floor. We have a jut out in the back, right, where the back bathroom and the back hall is and all that, that sticks out about 10 feet. And that goes up from the second floor gutter down to the first, and it comes out. And you got to be careful, because then when it's left out there, the water comes like straight down. It's got a lot of force coming down. It can really dig out your house. It can dig out the side of your shingles. It can dig out the roof. It can do, right, because it's coming down with some serious force, concentrated force, because it's all coming down into the gutter and then coming out of that gutter hole and coming straight down. And that can really, really cause some damage very quickly. So they were talking today, it was going to be really rainy, and it was. It friggin' poured for a while. It's snowing out there now like crazy. I can see it on the cameras. And so I knew what I had to do. I had to put that stupid downspout back. Right? So it would have been probably about 15 feet on a ladder. That's what I was looking at. I was looking at about 15 feet on a ladder, or crawling out a very small window to the back porch and making my way to the very edge, and then putting the strapping on, and one side of the strapping is actually around the corner on the side of the house. So you have to get to the very, very edge of the roof. And I'm not going to lie, I'm a little top heavy. And lean over with the screw gun and screw it in. And I was gonna go for the ladder. I was kind of all in on the whole ladder thing, but the ground was so soft and the ladder was so buried. I found myself crawling out of the tiny bathroom window. I was like, I just went through the bathroom window. My wife was like, "You went through the bathroom window?" I'm like, I did, because it's a very small window. She's like, that's shocking. Like, I know, but I did. I went through the window. And I'm like a ninja, like Beverly Hills Ninja. And I had to make my way to the edge, and I know I should have filmed it. I should have been wearing a head cam. Well, it would have been a lot of curse words. And making my way to the edge. And of course, I got to bring the stupid thing up with me, which when it's outside, it looks small. But then when you get inside, you're like, oh, that's actually about an 8-foot drop and a 4-foot outspout. So actually, it's pretty big. I got to get it upstairs, get it in the bathroom. Get it near the window, but not close enough so that I can't get out the friggin' window. Get out the window, reach inside and pull the stupid thing out. Home ownership. These are the joys of home ownership. And I got it though. I tell you, the feeling of satisfaction after I got that friggin' thing done, because I went out there today and it was pouring out, and the water was going out onto the roof and down into the gutters, and then down the downspouts, and like out normally, and not dripping down like a friggin' waterfall down the side of my house, ruining my house at an alarming rate. God. Very, very big bone. It's like you ever see a bot fly get pulled out of a cat's nose right? And you're like, oh my God, how does that even happen? That's me going out of that bathroom window. I know, living on the edge, and you don't want to help. You don't want to fall. If I fell, it would be about, I guess that's, it's probably not a 12-foot fall. It's about a 10-foot fall. I'm gonna say it's a 10-foot fall. And again, it's not the fall. It's the sudden stop that gets you. And I just want to give you a little physics refresher. force is equal to mass times acceleration. So even though there wouldn't be a ton of acceleration, you wouldn't be falling for very long. That's a lot of mass. That's a lot of mass going right there. Oh. Yeah, the bumbles bounce, not me. Like the thud is real. Exactly, it's always the mass that gets you. So, I don't know if you noticed, but I noticed this week, for the first time, guitar prices getting a little bit better. For the first time. So, Guitar Center, it took a little bit of a lag time, but I would say last September and October, pretty much coinciding with the holiday season, they stopped dropping prices on guitars. Like, that whole price drop thing seemed to be on hold, or it was a very minimal price drop. $6.99 down to $6.79. It was like really ridiculous. And I had been used to seeing it. And then some guitars couldn't stay in stock, right? EVH, couldn't keep an EVH in stock. Not even for a minute. Just gone. You'd go on there, check it, go back a few minutes later, gone. Or you'd go on, you'd see it there, but when you clicked on it, site mapped. Or if you could go on, you clicked on it, it would say you can't add it to your cart, because even though we haven't site mapped it yet, it's still not available, right? So they got down to, I would say at their lowest, they got around 15, 16, 17,000, and they couldn't break out of 17, 18,000 for a while. And then they finally started breaking into the 20s, and then over 25, and then over 30, and then over 35. And this week, for the first time, and since pretty much before the pandemic, they hit the high 39,000s. It was like 39.6, 39.7, That's close to 40,000. Now, when they were at their peak, and I used to follow them, my God, religiously, and I've been following them for years, they keep about 50,000 items. And it would fluctuate anywhere between like 48, 49,000 and around 52,000 would be a little heavy. I think they wanted to be around 50,000 items. And seemed to be the area that they were at for the longest time. I mean, you could set your watch to the number of Strats they had, right? It was like 1,000 Fenders and like 600 Strats. It was, and that all got blown up. But I'm telling you, this week, I really noticed it. And I'll tell you another one. You guys don't follow this, but I follow the synth market pretty regularly, right? I see synths go on there all the time. And I'm pretty familiar with the synth market and what they go for and everything. And the hot synths, the hot new synth, tends to last about a day, right? So, like, if you want a Korg Nautilus, and it just came out, right, that's their latest Korg flagship, something that sold, when I think it was first announced, I want to say they were $19.99. Now they're $22.99, right? They're up a little bit, right? $2,300 for 61 key Nautilus, $2,500 for this 73 key, and then probably like $2,800 or something like that for the 88 key, right? They've all sort of gone up. So you'd see a Nautilus show up, for like $17.99, gone like friggin' instantly. You'd see it show up for $16.99, gone. Oh my God, $16.99. Pew! Like, don't blink. That synth would be gone in minutes. And if you follow the market enough, when they update their stock. I can calculate their stock. Sometimes they're a little late, but for the most part, they update their stock at the same time, roughly every day. So you can see it. And sometimes you even see the pre-stock, right? They haven't even updated the main stuff, but like some of the smaller databases are updating, right? Their stores are updating their stock. And, you see them go up there. That's how I missed out on that Custom Shop SG. I should have just bought that thing. I think it was like $11.99 for a friggin', a 61 Custom Shop. Bit of a regret. But anyway, the synth market, I've been following it, and recently, for the first time ever, I saw a Nautilus for $15.99. And it wasn't like selling right away. And they had another one for $17.99, and I said, well, that $17.99 one is dead, but this $15.99 will sell. Next thing you know, that $17.99 one was dropped to $14.99, and it didn't sell in like a minute. Like hung around a little bit. So I'm just seeing the prices definitely, they eventually both sold, like within about 2 or 3 days. But that was a little slow motion compared to what I had seen like in the prior 6 months. Definitely, it could just be that the demand for it is saturated, and people that wanted a Nautilus sort of already bought one. I don't know, man. I'm starting to see it, and I noticed it more like with the PRS stuff. They were really, really pumping up prices, right? And I noticed it for a few things. Like the Mexi Strats, they were trying to get like crazy numbers for a little bit. But they're all back down. Now they have them up there under 500, sometimes even under 400. But they were, it was a little bit of a, will they pay it? And apparently people won't. So that's when you start to see the market soften, because it just sticks around a long time, I know. Well, that's the other thing is, do you have to worry about Russian tubes? Yeah. Well, that's why I'm all digital. No, I remember that big fire, that big Soldano, right? They have to go through all that with all the insurance. And it wasn't even in their section of the building, so it's probably not their insurance, right? Right now you have insurance company v insurance company. Oh, what a nightmare. That could be 7 years sorting that out. I think the pricing will start going down the next couple of months. Inventory is getting larger. Maybe the only thing that's working against you right now is tax refunds. Right? This is a big transfer of cash from the government to people. Not everybody. A lot of people they don't get much of a refund or any refund, and some people owe money. But, for the most part, this is tax refund time, and a lot of people treat that tax refund money as mad money. Right? It's the savings they don't have during the year, and they say, you know what, I just got back, $1,000, God, we were into 5 figures for our refund, which was a little ridiculous. We probably should have had more, like dependents or something like that. But anyway, that's over. But a lot of times you see that as sort of like mad money. So that, that will absolutely, keep a little bit of demand up, for mad money items. Talk about the mini guitar. Oh, I have a whole video on it. That's a Lotus. I did a whole video on it. That's like 90% talking. That's a little mini Lotus from the late 80s. like this PRS, Jody? Yeah. I paid $12.99 for that. I think it's gonna be hard with the ebony fretboard. I think it's gonna be hard to find one of these for $12.99. Most of their CEs now are like $14.99 and up. The whole 12, $11.99, $12.99, $13.99 CEs, that seems to be gone on there. They're all up to like $1,400, $1,500, $1,600 now. So, Playdate, your new synth piano machine. Well, I tell you what I recently found, rediscovered is my Modi X. Forgot how awesome that friggin'... You know what it is? I got the... I have an expression pedal. I was like, don't you have an expression pedal? That I bought years ago? I'm like, just plug it into the super knob. Oh my God, it makes the thing alive. It's amazing. And someone was asked about the Hydrasynth. The Hydrasynth is friggin' awesome. What an amazing sounding synth. And the Korg takes the polyphonic and like at least like 3 or 4 VSTs can read the polyphonic aftertouch. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that Hydrasynth, it's so it's so hard to pin down because it has like analog and wavetable, and it's got a whole bunch of different synthesis engines in it. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, new CEs, about $2,000. This was actually more. This is about $2,400, $2,399 because it's a special edition. Right, because it's got the special highly figured top and the ebony fretboard. This was made for a hearing some banging. It's made for like a store, right? They put an order in and they have it made up, and it's like just for that store. But not really. They did a quilt run, but I think the big difference is that the ebony fretboard. How are we doing? Oh my God! It's still snowing, and the streets turning white. Oh my God! I know. Hey, thanks, Terry. Yeah. Like Chicago Music Exchange. I tell you, who's done this is like that guy in Walpole, Massachusetts. There, what's his name? There, Axe Palace. He's done some custom runs. A couple of the little places that are like, like the little boutique stores. They'll do a custom run and they'll get like a half dozen. Or what they really do is just get you to order them. Yeah, we were like 45 degrees this morning. We were 55 degrees yesterday. That's why I was out on the roof screwing a friggin' downspout back on. Yeah. little snow blind. Yeah, we dropped, so we were up. Yeah, it was up there. You know, we had like a couple of real mild days, but cold front blowing through right now. It's still coming down out there. Yeah, there's none more black than that fretboard. Darkness. And you know, when I got it, I was like, wow, it's like the darkest rosewood I ever saw. But the more I looked it up, the more I was like, oh no, that's ebony. That's one of those special wheelie dealies where instead of $2,000, they're $2,400. I paid $12.99, which I was pretty happy about. I love the winter. Like you say, no yard work and everything. I really hate the humid summer. You know, dry summer, I don't mind. I was in Germany, and it was July, and the dew point was like 35, and it was friggin' gorgeous out. And I was like, oh my God, if the summer was like this, I would love it. But, you know, it's the same temperature, but instead of the dew point being 35, it's 70 or 72. Which is like, it's gross. It's really, really gross. The only thing you like about winter is no bugs. Well, I don't have many bugs in the summer because I'm pretty crazy with a lot of the bug sprays. I put a hammer down. Oh my God! In fact, I round robin my chemicals just so they don't get dependent. They don't build up a tolerance towards anyone. But I am, yeah. Oh God. The beatdown I put out. And you know what? My house, it all started when we had the roof done, and it cost me like an extra $2,500 because we had carpenter ant damage on some of the boards, and they had to put a new roof on a good part of the garage. And I was just like, oh my God, I got to lay a beating down on these bugs. And I have. You know. Budman is Budman, and he's Budman, and a bud. Oh yeah, no, it's me versus nature, all right, and I am winning. It ain't cheap. It's gonna take a commitment, a money commitment, but it's worth it, and a time commitment, because you got to spray it all the time because it does wear off. The sun really does beat down the materials. But some are better than others. It really depends. But some of them aren't as wide. You know, they don't cast as wide a net. The best one there is that Bifen, but it's kind of sort of illegal to buy it in my state. Not illegal, but like there's a regulation that you have to be a professional sprayer to be able to spray it, and I'm like, I don't know. I'm a pro, you're a pro, we're all pros, right? Yeah, let's go here. I feel like we're going to see Buddy. Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah, just walk right over. Yeah, you're good. Just walk right in. You're good, bud, man. Who's my bud, man? Who's my bud, dude? Oh, thanks, Buzz. Loving the CE. Well, the top 3 in my arsenal. I'm guessing no longer a seller's market for used gear. I don't know. You know what? I don't know. I think maybe. See, it depends on when you bought it. It's still a little bit pricier than before it all started, but prices I think they've crested, and it feels like they're starting to come down a little bit. But my dad just sold his car, and friggin' made money. He sold it used to CarMax for $5,000 more than he paid for it a year ago, and it's a year older. So, all right, bud. Now, buddy. People just wanna know. How are you? Sure. Yeah. Right. Oh, right. Of course. Right. Well, there you have it. The Strat is the greatest guitar ever made. You just heard it from Buddy. Buddy is a Strat cat. Now be careful, buddy. That could be a little dangerous there, bud. Careful there, buddy. Yeah, that's a good place. Yeah, Buddy's key to keep me busy while the other cat steals the Torlon and they show up. I got it. But like the clink on this pick is unlike any of the others. That is good coffee. Got some large parrots, yeah. The birds would win, maybe. Buddy's a little soft. I tell you though, Sweetie, I don't know, she's a little vicious. She seems a little crazy. Not Buddy though. Buddy's Buddy's he's built for pleasure. He's built for comfort, not for speed. I know. Oh, we totally picked the wrong name for her. It's like it's basically an ironic name at this point. Completely ironic. Because that cat is vicious. She's scared of like people, but God, she's the one that caught all the mice. Anytime we had a mouse, God, that mouse always ended up in front of the food dish. Yeah, I'm using Charlotte strap locks. You know what? They're already built in And the post on the shallow strap lock is kind of shallow. So unless you're using a lock, I found the strap was kind of falling off of it. So I said, you know what, I think I have a strap out there, this one here, which was sent to me by a guy. You see it in the sun, in the light there? Not sunlight, but the studio light. It's actually seatbelt material. He sent it to me a while ago. The only problem is the seatbelt material is like so smooth that it doesn't have a very... This guitar is pretty light, you know, and it has no neck dive. But it's just so slippery, it doesn't have a very good grip on your shoulder. And I like my guitar up at an angle. I like my guitar at attention. That's Buddy's favorite song. This is my normal one there. You know, that one I always use. The Brit with the... Got me phaser on it. What a wow. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. G, right? Where's the G? Yeah, that's the octave. You got to put the octave at the start, though. That's it. It's like the octave pedal, then the phaser, then the amp. So the phaser's in front of the amp. I think it sounds better than when it's behind it. You know. All right, I got the amp window up. All right, I'm back to the chat. Yeah, my guitar is through a Scarlett interface and then THU. Actually, I think it's D. The wow. Let's slow it down a bit. Yeah, THU, yeah. You're not going to get that sound from an amp. You know, amp owners dream of getting that sound. Setting it up with all kinds of multiple mics and, you know, running it through all kinds of multi-gain stage crap. And they're like, I got it to sound like the software. It's like, okay. But I'm running through, it's just one type of processing versus another. The answer is always THU. Exactly. Unless I tell you otherwise, I'm usually right up front. You know what usually happens when I play another software? Torches and pitchforks, okay? Torches and pitchforks. Every single time I use anything other than THU, everyone's like, your sound sounds like crap tonight. Why does your sound sound so crappy? And the one thing I get over and over again is, what the hell are you using? This is the greatest sound I've ever heard on the internet. Oh, a little Iron Maiden? Yeah, okay, let me see. Oh, let me see. Exactly, Jason. Just go with what works. Well, some people are like, I'll never know what it sounds like till you play it through a tube amp. And I'm always like, sometimes I think you want me to fail. Sometimes I think you're like, I want you to play it through the worst possible sounding amp. And then when I'm going to say, you know what? That sounds like crap. It's like, okay. And then the other thing I always find is that, like, whenever if I play like a Gibson Les Paul through it, they're like, well, we'll never know the really good sound of that because you're playing through software, which is holding back. The tone of the Gibson can't be unleashed. Okay. But then when I play like some cheap Squire or one of the Chinese copies, they're like, the only reason why that thing sounds even remotely good is because you're playing through that software. So remember, cheap guitars sound better, but expensive guitars sound worse. Oh, Tobacco Road. We can do it. Helps if you play the right notes. No, that's an humbucker. Plus, you notice that, like, almost every major touring band, you know, Steel Panther used to come out with a, I don't think he was using a Marshall. I think he was always using EVH. But the last couple of times he's been out on tour, it's all Axe Effects. Just Axe Effects. I've seen a few bands, just Kempers, right? Because it's consistent night to night. Nobody is not impressed with me. Judas Priest. Oh, yeah. Something like that. Was it? Oh, yeah. What else? Oh, God. We used to do so many Priest tunes, but I forget them. We did more Priest covers than any other band. I mean, any other cover. Probably Priest was number one because the singer just loved Judas Priest. And every time I got to him when we were picking out songs, he was like, Priest. That kid. I don't think I will for let's see. Is that a little enough? What else? That'll get you in trouble. Yeah, so that's what Buddy Guy, I used to know Feels Like Pain, but I can't think of the main riff right now. Right? And it feels like pain. Am I thinking of Robert Cray? Who did Feels Like Pain? Was that Robert Cray or Buddy Guy? I thought it was Buddy Guy that did Feels Like Pain. He said it feels like rain. Yeah, Doug Steele does do a great Van Halen. He's one of the few guys, you can count on one hand the guys that can pull off Van Halen. PDX Guitar Freak, you know, Jacob Drops. There's like literally a handful of guys that pull off the correct feel. Right? Because it's hard. His feel is like some of the hardest feel out there. Most guitar players are a little too stiff, a little too rigid. They don't, it's just sort of tight but loose. It's like he's toying with you all the time because he's just that good. You know? There's very few guitar players that can't be overrated. Eddie Van Halen is one of them. It's literally impossible for Eddie Van Halen to be overrated. There's not enough superlatives in the world to account for his playing and his contribution to guitar playing. So, and that's not opinion. That's fact. Yeah, Cameron Cooper, another guy, like, it's hard. His feel is really hard. I haven't played guitar all week. You know, I've been playing synth most of the week. And crawling out on roofs. Well, SRV was the same. For what SRV did, he was sort of like untouchable. Again, there are some guys who can sound like SRV. All right, just like there are guys who can kind of sound close to Van Halen. But there's a level of aggression. There's a level of timing, quite frankly. Timing. You know, that... And you know, and that's I think the toughest part about Yngwie is, you could set a goddamn atomic clock to Yngwie's timing. All right, Yngwie's timing used to be at one time. His timing has slipped. It's just gotten older because everyone's does a little bit, you know? It just happens. But his timing used to be just flawless. That's what made Yngwie so friggin' good. He would run through 1,000 notes and everyone would be, and it was to his detriment too, because people said he sounded like he was practicing. He sounded like, but his friggin' timing was just impeccable, absolutely impeccable. And it's that level of timing. I tell you, you know, I saw recently, and you should watch it. Maybe 2 years ago or 3 years ago. It was before the pandemic. They had a full house, and it's John 5. And Taylor, what's the guy's name who sings for, I think, is it Slipknot? Or I forget now. Taylor something. Anyway, and Michael Anthony show up at a John 5 show, and they do a couple of Van Halen songs. And Michael Anthony's timing is so freaking boom. I mean, he is nailing that timing. Like a pro. Like a goddamn pro. I was like, oh, nice. Nice. Just so freaking, like he never dropped out. Just perfect. The backup, everything. Corey Taylor. Thank you, Corey Taylor. I couldn't remember. I'm always thinking Taylor's the first name. I mean, when you have two first names or a name. But yeah, Corey Taylor. God, he sounded amazing. He sounded like friggin' better than Roth has sounded in years. Sounded exactly like Roth. And they do a couple of Van Halen covers, you know, and they just sound amazing, you know. It really does sound like Van Halen with you know, Michael Anthony's backing, and you know, and God, his timing, again, the sheer timing is just so spot on. I was like, oh, damn, there's a pro. I would agree. I think Yngwie has gotten nicer as he's gotten older. He's mellowed a little bit. I think he used to be a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more hard-edged. You know, I think he's softened up a little bit, which is, you know, it's always a good thing. I almost feel like that needs to be the single coil, you know. Right? Flintstones theme? Sure. There it is. Yeah. No. Yeah, I can't unleash the fury. You know? I was never good at that. Yeah. George Jetson. The Simpsons, pretty much the same thing. flat 7. I'm going single. I swear to God, it's almost darker. Right? It's a little brighter in the double coil. Oh, thanks, Tone Lives. Felix has a good video of Unchained. Felix has a lot of good videos of Van Halen stuff. Again, he's another dude who gets the feel down. You know, it's tough stuff. My fingers tell me all the time, no. Oh, yeah. I'm telling my fingers what to do, and they're just not listening. Oh, I thought I felt a little bud man next to me. Oh, he's such a good little buddy. My little bud dude. Little buddy. Yeah, Elliot Easton, not only he's got an amazing lefty guitar collection, he's just such an amazing guitar player, you know. It's such an interesting band because it was sort of a mix of old and new, right? So it's like this rockabilly guitar player, you know, and a lot of, you know, kind of rockabilly style old, riffs, with synthesizers, right? So it's sort of like a vintage and a modern. Making sure you're gonna still hear me. Yeah, exactly. So deceptively technical. His playing. Tough stuff, actually. You know. I mean, he has some rock riffs like you know, he does have some rock stuff, but that early stuff is just you know, a lot of finger picking style blue, almost like bluegrass stuff. It sounds great. We got 4 cats. This is Buddy. And we have Cutie, Sweetie, and Henri. I don't know a lot of stray cats. But the first is a minor, then the rest are all dominant 7. Something like that. Dooba dooba doobie. You know that, dooba doobie. I found this old This old Richie Rich comic book. And don't you remember all this crap in the back, right? Prizes or cash. You have to buy a bunch of some crap, and sell it. Right. Do you remember like the X-ray glasses and crap? I think they're in here. Oh my God. I'm not gonna lie, that Sea Monkey mom is looking pretty smoking. Total smoke show. Oh my God. We sold them at my dad's pet store, and they were brine shrimp. Hold on, I'll come in. I'll change the. Let me get the. Let me get the focus going here. Hold on. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's the zoom. There it is. This was all absolute garbage. Remember the hovercraft? Now, that's $6 in like what? I want to say this is 1977, 1978. Somewhere around there, X-ray vision. They're like X-ray vision with these like novelty specs, but includes only the specs. I don't know if you can see that. Hold on. Let me get the focus going there. There's a lot of fine print. It's the illusion of the century. $1.50 a pair. Anyone ever buy any of this crap? I got to admit, that dummy looks pretty scary. I should have just got one of those. Would have scared the shit out of my sister. Spy pen radio. Working hidden radio. The coin changer. The varsity sports ring. Look at all this crap. The makeup kit. Hold on, I gotta move this keyboard. The love and lie detector. The mini camera. Seeing that? Did anybody buy any of this crap? That tells me hypnotize a hot chick. You know. And get her to do stuff. Like, what is being implied here? Oh yeah, the book safe. Yeah. The slot machine bank. Oh yeah, the instant art reproducer. God, you guys remember this crap? I do. Reginald. Yeah, see? Yeah, see? I'm rich, but I'm a dick. He's like, I'm rich, but I'm cool, and I love America. Oh, Richie. Oh. What else we got? Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Potato gun. Potato gun. Buggy ice cubes. Phony arm cast. Win sympathy and look like a sports hero. Or be excused from unpleasant tasks. This phony cast. Look at this kid. Like, God, everyone loves me because they think I'm hurt. Atomic mini pistol. Does not contain atomic pistol. Bang snappers. Cake snake. Pepper gum. A lot of this crap you could get at if you had a magic store, which we did in Boston. I used to go down to Jack Horner's. Little Jack Horner's, which was not too far from the combat zone. You could get very easily mixed up down there. Oh yeah, more X-ray specs. These are 25 cents more. But this is a color ad. Of course, a moneymaker. Insert a blank piece of paper, and you get a real dollar bill on the other side. I'm sure I bought some... I think I bought some magic tricks at one point. I'm pretty sure. You know, got sucked in. But it might have been from a store. It might have bought like a magic kit, right? Where it like, little like it'll hold a coin in the bottom, and then you tap it in just the right way, and the coin comes out. It turns like a, you know, it turns like a penny into a nickel, or a nickel into a penny. Yeah, kind of like Newbury Comics. Right, that's pretty much it. That's like Newbury Comics in a friggin' nutshell. You remember Jack? Remember little Jack Horner's? Yeah. And there was was it Jack's Joke Shop? There was a couple down there that I think they were all named Jacks. Exactly, the budget counterfeiting kit. It was actually a magic trick. You actually rolled your dollar bill into it, and as you put it in on one side, it unfurled the dollar bill on one side as it sucked in the paper on the other. Sorry to break the illusion. Yeah, Jack's Joke Shop and Little Jack Horner's, right? They were two different places. I think kind of across the street from each other, right? Wasn't it in the theater district? Down like, I want to say Tremont Street, right? So where like Tremont meets Park or State or something like that. Helps if you hit the right nose. Yeah, exactly, near the Common. So you go up, and I think there was a big Mason building there or something, right? Or some big building on the corner. It's a Starbucks on the other corner now. And you like get on that little side street. All the piano places, all the Baldwin, all the piano places are gone. The whole piano district's gone. There used to be a Baldwin store. There used to be a Steinway store. Yeah. Oh, you bought a slot machine piggy bank from one of those ads. Never arrived. Yeah. You know, you just, those places always seem so fly by night. Yeah, fake vomit. I remember I went to one of the stores my mom drove me in, and which was a lot for her because she hated driving in the city. She hated one-way streets. But we went in, and she brought me, I wanted to go so bad, she brought me to whoever had it might have been Little Jack, whoever had a magic shop. It was a lot of magic tricks in there, and I bought a bunch of magic stuff. I bought that's where I'm pretty sure I got all that stuff. You know, the coin flip cases and stuff, and I bought the rings, and I could never get it down. You're supposed to hold the break in the ring in your hand, and then if you get really good at it, you can slip it through there's a tiny gap just wide enough for the ring to go through. And guys, they could make a sport of just really making it look like there's no break in the ring. But there really is. It just goes so fast, you don't notice it. In fact, the dude was doing it, and he was blowing me away, but I could never get it down. I never had the sleight of hand to do it. There's still a piano store down there, P-Pack, huh? Yeah, I had one of those sleight of hand trick where I could just take a little object, like the pick and pull it away. I can't do it here on camera. But I remember I hadn't done it in a while, and I did it for a friend. We were sitting over lunch, and I said, "Oh yeah," and I took a quarter and I did it. He was, "Oh my God, how the hell did you do that?" That's pretty good. And then the same with my wife. I think we were out when we first started dating. I said, "Oh yeah," and I did it at a table. Took the quarter away. She was like, "How did you do that?" I was so obsessed with the Magic Castle in California. I'm sure I had a few magic books. You know? Oh yeah, kids used to go in there and they'd get stink bombs, right? So they'd take the train down, they'd go to Little Jack Horner's, they'd get a stink bomb. Then they'd go up to Tahiti, right, which is a Chinese restaurant, that was just Dregsville. And they'd go to Tahiti and they'd smash them in the bathroom, behind the toilet, right? You throw a little glass vial or whatever, and smash them and throw them. A little stink bomb. I might have been in school a couple times, once or twice, stink bomb. I remember a kid put one of the frogs, right? Everyone got a frog to dissect. And he somehow got his frog out of the biology class and made its way to the microwave oven in the, right? They had a community microwave oven that if you brought something in that needed to be microwaved, you could go over to the microwave oven in the cafeteria and heat it up. And he put that frog in that microwave oven and just let her rip. And it got ugly. It was a bit of an explosion. It probably had a ton of formaldehyde in it. I don't know what the hell happened, but it was probably pretty bad. I luckily wasn't there. Stink bombs at Tahiti, classic, right? You know what I'm talking about. Magic carpet ride? I don't think. don't think it. It's like I can hear the riff, but I can't see it. Yeah, like Frog Baseball, but it was like Frog, Explosion. What's up, Dave? Had a magic kit that made a bowl of cereal disappear, right? And it reappeared on the rug, sure. It was more like frog pate. I think it looked like the Thing by the time it was done in that microwave. Oh yeah, you had to do your dissection on a shark. I think somebody took a baby shark. They had one in formaldehyde and put it in the microwave. It might have been the inspiration for the frog. That story went around before the frog actually happened. I'm wondering if that formaldehyde shark was the inspiration for the frog, and why they probably shouldn't have told the kids about the shark story. Just giving them ideas. Oh yeah, you used to put cigarette loads in your mom's cigarettes? That'll get you in trouble. You used to go off on the way to work. You're lucky she didn't crash your car. What could happen with something flaming and exploding while you're driving? Penn and Teller's Cruel Fortune cookies. You had one that read, "That lump is cancer." Damn, that is dark. Yeah, long before Left Shark, there was Formaldehyde Shark. What's up, 10 Solo? I do like a master volume. You know what? I actually saw David Copperfield. It's one of the first trips my wife and I made together when we were dating. I remember we went down to Rhode Island. We went down to the Newport Jazz Festival. And then I think the second time we went to I want to say it was Foxwoods to see David Copperfield. And they had just built, and I mean just built, that Grand Pequot Hotel. Everything smelled brand new. The new carpet smell, new everything. It was gorgeous and brand new. I mean, I swear to God, it opened up like 2 weeks earlier. And we went there, and we saw David Copperfield, and I want to say the theme was like dreams and nightmares or something? And damn, it was good. He was really good and funny, right? Oh yeah, Doug Henning. God, Doug Henning back in the day. He was a master of the rings, right? He was like one of those guys who really had mastered the closed ring. You know what? My eyes glaze over when it's card tricks. It does nothing for me. Give me instead sleight of hand. Right, sleight of hand. In fact, David Copperfield judged maybe, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago on the Today Show. Matt Lauer was still there, so clearly it was a while ago. They had David Copperfield, and they had these like 3 young magicians. And one dude did like a card trick. One dude did like this little cigarette pack trick. And this girl did this bottle caps, where she had a bottle cap. And she would like change that bottle cap so fast. Her sleight of hand was so friggin' good. And they get to the end. He goes, "Well, you want to think about it?" He goes, "No, she wins." It's like obvious. Those other 2 were like, "Oh my God, we have no chance against her." Her sleight of hand was so friggin' good, and yeah. Yeah, Burt Wonderstone. That's so great that, because, it's clearly like David Copperfield, versus like, who do I want to say, that dude. There's a whole bunch of dudes. There's, that they're like real show magic. David Blaine, but there's another dude, I can't even think of his name, but that's even more sort of like that. Yeah, Chris Angel, yeah. Yeah, and you almost feel like he was doing more of a Chris Angel thing, right, than in Burt Wonderstone than he was that other dude there. That dude. Always with the... Yeah, Mind Freak. Well, when I saw Copperfield, he had one where he's like, "Oh, it's pretty easy. I just have to get out of this before, the timer goes down, and, just get myself out of here. One of my nightmares is I don't make it out in time. I get sawed in half." And so, they put him in the box, and he's underneath this big saw that's going to come down, and they have a giant clock, and, the clock is... And he's making some, it feels like he's just about to get out of it, and he's got plenty of time left, and all of a sudden, the clock goes, like, sprawling and, like, falls to 0, and the saw comes down, whack, right? And, like the whole place is like, "Oh, my God!" Because it's, like, so unexpected, right? He really diverts you. Magic is all about diversion. I really wish I had my camera with me. We were down at the Marshfield Fair, and they have some magicians who do the show every year. They're there every single year, this magician fair. And I've been going there for 20 years, and I swear it's the same guys. In fact, I have footage of them. They look so much younger going there with, the kids, and photos from, like, literally, like, little, the little handheld digital cameras. And we're sitting out front, because right next to them is a lot of food places, and they have a lot of benches. So we're sitting out at the outside benches, and we're looking inside, and there's nobody, and I mean nobody in this place. And the music is playing, dun, 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 and all of a sudden the guy goes, "Please, please, take your seats and be settled. The show is about to begin," and this place is empty. And I was like, that would be a meme so hard. Like, oh my God. We were laughing. My wife was going, "Oh my God." I'm like, "I know." Now, granted, by the time they came out, they actually did have, probably 20 or 30 people, in there. But, we were laughing. Yeah, we like to go to the Marshfield Fair and check out the, usually the Derby. Go to the Derby and check out the giant pumpkins. The thing is like right around the time the Marshfield Fair happens, it's right around the time where you start to get one or two kind of dry days, right? Where it's not, the dew point isn't 65 to 70 every single day. And you might get a day where the dew point is like 55. Much more pleasant, to go there and walk around. So it usually goes by the weather. Please, take your seats. Like completely empty. I think my wife tried to go to the Topsfield Fair, but they make you park at this other big lot and they like bus you down. You have to take a shuttle bus. She's like, it was really annoying. So I don't think Topsfield. The best fair, the Brockton Fair. Oh, let's head all down to the Brockton Fair. Oh my God, I follow the dew point. Once the dew point gets above about 40, 45, I'm miserable. Once you're over 50, I'm like counting down the days until it's back under 40 again. Now, I like the deep fried Oreos. Those are pretty good. And you ever have the Dragon Balls, which is basically almost like a big trick cereal. I don't know what they use for cereal, but it's like just basically big colored fruit rice balls, kind of like Trix or any of those things. But they bathe them in liquid nitrogen. So as you're eating them, smoke comes out of your mouth. Dragon, right? Have a good one, Joe. Yeah, Dragon Balls. Yeah. It's basically cereal in a cup, right? They take a cup of cereal, right? And it's like, yellow and red and, blue and green cereal balls, right? It's basically puffed rice cereal, like a Trix, like something like that, but a little bit bigger. I don't know what they use. And then the problem is that as she's filling it with the liquid nitrogen, it's burning off so quick. She's actually got to get the cup down, right? Keep filling it, and it's going off, and filling it, and filling it, and filling it, and filling it. And finally, it gets cold enough that it can hold the liquid nitrogen. And you have a little toothpick. And it's like literally bubbling. It's like boiling in your hand in liquid nitrogen. And they're fun. Dragon is Dragon, and I think it's Dragon because as you eat them, smoke comes out of your face, right? Because you're boiling off the liquid nitrogen. Yeah, ebony border on this one. It's one of them special editions with the figured maple top and the ebony fretboard. And the really good pickups, despite what Fluff says. I'm not hurt. PRS without the bird inlays? Oh yeah, for years they did a dot inlay that's basically a crescent moon, right? Almost kind of looks like a yin yang a little bit, but I guess not really, because it's like got a dot and it's got a crescent moon on one side of it. I think that's the only other one, right? The crescent moon dots and the birds. I think those are the two inlays that they do. Now they've done variations that are kind of wild, but I've never been crazy of them. They do like some slash ones that are strokes, and they do kind of weird ones that are different colors. The only other one I like is I do like the outlined bird, where they do, I think it's abalone on the edge and mother of pearl in the center, something like that. That's a good looking bird right there. Well, Hell's Bells, we got to start off with the bell, right? So we'll start off. Right? So gotta get the timing right. Yeah, the clocks are changing tonight. So if I did a show, it would like start at 1 and end at like 3. Trying to think of all the songs on that record. Something like that. Maybe. I think of the key. Something like that. Have a good one, speaker. Talk to you soon. In fact, Jesus, it is 8:59. Look at awesome day, hotshot. I will say that the probability for a show later is rather high for one good reason, and that is a fresh pot of coffee there, hotshot. That'll do it. If this was like the last coffee out of that coffee, out of that today's pot, less likely, but could happen. Which would, which would be a morning show for my European friends. So get to bed. All right, dudes, I'm going to take off. It's 9 p.m. I'm actually getting a little hungry. We have lots of leftovers from this week. So, there you go. There you have it. Thank you to everyone who hung out tonight. Super extra special thanks to anyone who contributed. Really appreciate it. And, of course, a heartfelt shout-out to my Mod Squad. Hashtag Mod Squad. So, we'll see you maybe later tonight. Maybe. Could happen. Could happen. I got a good feeling about it, which means it probably won't. I'll be like asleep by midnight, but you never know. Maybe. How's that for a commitment? Maybe. All right, dudes. Have a good one. At the very least, I'll see you a week from now. And more videos this week. And there you have it. No. You rock. All right. I'll see you guys soon. Later.